Mark Waid and Riccardo Federici unleash a storm as Earth is engulfed in a magical rain which upends the forces of magic, puts everyone on Earth in peril. Mark Waid begins the big payoff to his Devil Nezza story arc, which began all the way back in his first issue of World's Finest, tying that book into the Batman vs. Robin book he's been writing in a fun, chaotic opening to Lazarus Planet. Thanks to the events of Dark Crisis disbanding the Justice League, Waid gets to play with a new team of main heroes for this event, choosing some pretty unique and out of left field choices like Blue Beetle, Monkey Prince, Power Girl, Poison Ivy, and Swamp Thing, making for a great dynamic since it's a good coverage of newer heroes who've been around for just the last couple of years and older, more established legacy heroes that all seem to gel well with one another. While Waid has set up Nezza building towards defending against something, that something being his vengeful son, a concrete structure really wasn't laid out, and really only the last two issues of Batman vs. Robin really hinted at that threat being his son, the King Fireball, and that was what he was trying to defend against. So the swerve with King Fireball now being the big villain of all of this and being the reason the Lazarus Planet is happening, and Nezza seemingly joining the heroes really feels like it's not earned and was quite rushed just to get to that point. The overall Lazarus Planet series though has me hopeful that it will be expanded on, and hopefully it's not all relegated to backstory like this issue's Monkey Prince backstory, which details Monkey Prince and Nezza's relationship since they've known each other for quite some time, and hopefully we get to see some of that in the main story and affect the main story. Riccardo Federici, hot off his amazing Action Comics work, lends his amazing talents to this event, painting some really fun and chaotic action sequences, utilizing the great cinematic shot setup he did in Warworld to give the Megastorm and the heroes battling against the forces of magic a really great scope and urgency to it all, and all of the detail he can capture in just the designs for these characters and the new villains, these new devils that have appeared, is just fantastic. Lazarus Planet Alpha Issue 1 set DC's new event off with a pretty cool bang, relying on a lot of build-up from Waid's previous work, but relies on a plot swerve that feels rushed and undeserved right now. I'm going to give this issue a 7 out of 10. Lazarus Planet Alpha Issue 1 finds Robert piloting the jet away from Lazarus Island, telling his mother and Black Alice that he's going to fix this and save his father. Robert knows he's going to have to improvise some of his plan, and Black Alice is a part of it. Batman asks what the aftermath of the volcano erupting is as Supergirl's planetary alert comes over his comlink, telling anyone who can hear her to report to the Hall of Justice, as supercharged weather conditions created by mysterious magical rain are blanketing the Earth, creating typhoons, tornadoes, and level 5 thunderstorms. Kara reveals that magical energies in the rain are overloading technology, as well as Robin finds the jet losing power, causing them to crash land in front of the Hall of Justice. Supergirl and Power Girl manage to prevent the jet from hitting the building, finding Batman and his family aboard. Robin had hope for other heroes, but with the Justice League disbanded, the other heroes are on their own, and most of the remaining heroes are dealing with this problem in their own way. Robin rallies the group as he tells them of the King Fireball unleashing the green storms, and that there isn't a way to stop him. The heroes look to Batman for confirmation, but the weakened hero tells him to listen to his son. So Robin tells them all about the Devil Nezza and Mother Soul and Lazarus Island, some of which Supergirl is familiar with, having fought the Devil Nezza in the past with Batman, Superman, and the Doom Patrol. Robin says that King Fireball's arrival erupted the Lazarus volcano, which is the source of the magical rain, turning it into a worldwide megastorm of pure magical energy. Zatanna knows that magic has gone haywire, spreading violently across the Earth and is threatening all life. Robin wants them to remember that magic and science-powered people may become erratic now, as he splits them into two teams, telling Shazam, Zatanna, and Power Girl to help the magical people Nezza discarded at the Tower of Fate, while Cyborg and Blue Beetle provide their backup, thinking their alien tech may come in handy when magic fails them. Batman, Talia, Blue Devil, and Supergirl meanwhile go in search of the Devil Nezza, since there is a chance he can be turned into an ally against the King Fireball. Robin says that he'll deal with any late hero arrivals to the hall and have Monkey Prince stay with him, not knowing what to do with the hero thanks to his less than stellar power set. Damian contacts Supergirl through her super hearing, telling her that since Nezza's return, he has actively avoided confronting Kara or Superman, since it takes extraordinary effort to possess a Kryptonian, so he's probably too weak to do so. Power Girl's team meanwhile find it difficult to breach the Tower of Fate thanks to Dr. Fate's still standing wards and seals protecting the place. Cyborg and Blue Beetle learn learn about each other's alien tech and try and use it to blow open the tower when they are suddenly blasted back by the Silverhorn King, someone Zatanna knows is one of King Fireball's lackeys. Silverhorn unleashes his giant wolves onto the heroes, demanding they tear them limb from limb. In the Himalayas, Batman's team heads to Ra's al Ghul's old lair, where Blue Devil's trident signals that demons are close. Batman warns them to be prepared for anything as the heroes note how Batman looks rough and he's only being kept upright by Lazarus energy. Talia knows they need to give him another transfusion of this energy from Nezza, but the Devil appears, knowing that they will do no such thing as he introduces himself as the Golden Horn King, servant of the Fireball who has been sent to retrieve Nezza. Supergirl knows her and Blue Devil will deal with this as the other heroes rush off to the lair. The heroes are concerned with Kara's power, and Kara reveals that thanks to the storm turning everything upside down magically, sunlight now drains her powers, and Kryptonians aren't great against magic to begin with. Blue Devil wonders what she plans on doing with the demon, thinking she's just going to use her blonde hair to attack him, but Kara grabs a giant rock and slams it down on Golden Horn, trapping him underneath it. Batman and Talia meanwhile make it to Ra's old lair, finding that somehow Swamp Thing and Poison Ivy beat them to it and are currently fighting Nezza inside. Monkey King meanwhile consoles Black Alice, knowing what Nezza made her use her powers for and how he didn't seem to care it hurt her. Marcus knows that Robin cares, he's just not good at really showing it, and he cares as well, and no one deserves to be treated as someone else's pawn. Marcus goes to leave and Alice finally talks, telling him her real name is really Laurie and Robin is a jerk. Monkey Prince stays to tell her stories about Robin as Power Girl's team meanwhile try and subdue the Silverhorn. Power Girl hopes that Zatanna can handle the wolves if their master is out of the picture, grabbing Silverhorn and dragging him into the sky, allowing Blue Beetle to shrink the wolves down and allow Zatanna to banish them away. The heroes still need to find a way into the tower as the Golden Horn defeats Blue Devil, telling Supergirl that they are no different from any other beings he's fought across the cosmos, and they will fear him. Supergirl becomes terrified, smashed down into the ground by the Devil, who refuses to be denied his amusement by her. Blue Devil knows that it's something magical that is making them afraid, but since when does Supergirl succumb to fear? Kara knows that he's right, using a thunderclap to cause an avalanche, burying the Golden Horn and giving herself and Blue Devil time enough to escape. Talia meanwhile asks Poison Ivy what they are doing there, and the woman tells her that she knew Ra's was an eco-terrorist, and they consulted with her more than once, and she and Swamp Thing discovered the rain was using Lazarus resin, so they came to the lair to learn how it was affecting the green. Nezza rips Swamp Thing's arm off, knowing victory will still be his as Blue Devil and Supergirl arrive, blasting the Devil down. Kara feels her powers fading, but the heroes pull all of their powers together to subdue the Devil and knock him out. At the Tower of Fate, the heroes suffer through the megastorm surrounding the tower, hoping they can get in before they are electrocuted. Seeing the storm, Shazam tells them all to fall back, saying her magic word and causing a huge lightning strike with the storm, blowing a hole into the side of the tower. Zatanna helps up the now depowered Mary as out of the tower comes the Phantom Stranger and all of the other magical heroes Nezza imprisoned, taking up their weapons since now they want revenge. Swamp Thing meanwhile thinks that Nezza is dead, but Kara knows that heroes don't kill, they just hit hard, and he's been knocked out. Nezza's power coils around Batman's body as Kara doesn't think they'll be able to draw the Devil's power off and heal Batman now, but Batman, now possessed by the Devil Nezza, knows that there is no need for that now, since he feels better than ever. The Hall of Justice meanwhile is breached by the Fireball, who recognizes Robin from the island he was on.